Hello there, you're now with me, Razi Ahmad, for TVS English News at 5. Let us begin with the top stories for today. A 37-year-old man believed to be a drug trafficker may be facing the gallows after police found in his possession a total of 35 kilograms of substance suspected to be shabu on Wednesday. Sarawak Commissioner of Police Dato' Muhammad Azman Ahmad Sapri said the suspect was nabbed at the compound of an apartment along Jalan Stutong Baru, Kuching. This marks their largest drug bust for the year.
Upon inspection, police found the illicit substances in the suspect's vehicle.
Hasil pemeriksaan dijalankan oleh pasukan Subuan telah berjaya menyumpai dan merampas jumlah 12 bungkusan seberat 12,447 gram disyaki mengendara syabu di dalam kereta dinaiki oleh suspek.
The suspect then led police to his apartment, where they found an additional 22 packets of drugs weighing 22.6 kilogram, along with a translucent plastic packet weighing 363 grams.
Jadi dalam modus operandi, suspek dikesan menjalankan aktiviti pengedaran dadah syabu sejak pertengahan tahun 2021. Dadah dikirimkan melalui penghantaran kurier oleh ahli syarikat yang berada di Semenanjung.
The drugs are believed to be purchased in bulk at a cost of 1.26 million ringgit with a street value of 3.5 million ringgit.
Suspek akan menghantar dadah ke satu lokasi yang diarahkan dan pasaran adalah untuk sekitar daerah Kuching dan daerah-daerah berdekatan. Keseluruhan rampasan dadah pada operasi ini seberat 35,486 gram dan boleh digunakan seramai 177,430 orang penagih.
Azman said the suspect is currently under remand until March 15 to facilitate an investigation under Section 39B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952 for drug trafficking. Police is committed to tracking down drug syndicates and eradicating drug-related crimes in the state.
Former Prime Minister Tan Sri MUHYIDDIN has been granted release on bail of 2 million ringgit with sureties by the Sessions Court in Kuala Lumpur. MUHYIDDIN is facing 4 counts of corruption to solicit bribes amounting to 232.5 million ringgit and 2 counts of money laundering involving 195 million ringgit.
The former Prime Minister was also ordered by Judge Azura Alwi to surrender his passport pending disposal of his case. Earlier, MUHYIDDIN pleaded not guilty and claimed trial to all 6 counts. On the first and second charges, MUHYIDDIN was charged as the country's Prime Minister and Bersatu President to have abused his position to obtain gratification of 200 million ringgit from Bukhari Equity Sdn Berhad and 1 million ringgit from Nepturis Sdn Berhad for Bersatu. As for the third and fourth charges, he was alleged to have used his position as the Prime Minister and Bersatu President to obtain gratification of 19.5 million ringgit from Mamfor Sdn Berhad and 12 million ringgit from Azman Yusof for Bersatu. The charges were framed under Section 23(1) of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Act 2009, which provides imprisonment for up to 12 years and a fine of not less than 5 times the amount or value of the bribe, or 10,000 ringgit, whichever is higher if found guilty. He was also charged in his capacity as Bersatu President with 2 counts of receiving money from unlawful activities amounting to 195 million ringgit from Bukhari Equity Sdn Berhad. The charges were framed under Section 4(1)(b) of the Anti-Money Laundering, Anti-Terrorism Financing and Proceeds of Unlawful Activities Act 2001, which provides imprisonment for up to 15 years and can also be fined not less than 5 times the amount or value of the proceeds or 5 million ringgit, whichever is higher if convicted. Judge Azura fixed May 26 for mention of the case.
80 people were displaced when 9 homes were engulfed in flames at Kampung Wireless Miri today. A Sarawak Fire and Rescue Department spokesman said 6 houses were gutted to the ground, while 3 houses suffered significant damages. The department received a report at 7:15 a.m. on a fire that affected 12 families. It immediately deployed teams from the Miri Central Fire Station, Lopeng Fire Station and Lutong Fire Station to the scene. The aftermath saw 12 families comprising 80 residents affected, and all have been moved to the Kampung Lereng Bukit Hall. No casualties or injuries were reported during the incident. Now, fresh from its recent showing at the world's largest tourism trade fair, ITB Berlin in Germany, Sarawak is confident in capturing the European market and eyeing a 20% jump in European tourist arrivals in 2023. With its own standalone pavilion making a debut, Sarawak, through Sarawak Tourism Board, aims to strengthen its presence in the European market and to position itself as a leading and preferred ecotourism destination in the ASEAN region.
At the three-day event from March 7 to 9, STB and its trade partners managed to clinch 52 new leads to promote Sarawak, with total sales expected to be generated from the event to be around 10.5 million ringgit for 2023. While there, STB also inked a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with Tischler Recent Act to boost Sarawak's visibility towards becoming a preferred destination among Germans and the surrounding European markets. The collaborative effort will involve over 600 travel agencies in Germany. Visitors to the event had the chance to sample Sarawak's unique plethora of culture, adventure, nature, food and festivals through the Sarawak Pavilion. Team Discovery of Sarawak, the pavilion showcased Sarawak's multi-ethnic communities and natural ecosystems, as well as diverse flora and fauna. Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts MTCP Sarawak Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah said the Sarawak Pavilion is reflective of the state's passion to drive tourism as one of the key contributors to the region of Sarawak.
Welcome back. The rescheduled examination papers for the 2022 Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia SPM will be from March 16th to the 22nd, involving candidates who were unable to sit for the examination due to the recent floods and those who are confirmed positive for COVID-19.
In a statement, the Ministry of Education said information related to the date, time, code and examination papers will be notified by the State Education Department to the candidates and schools involved. In addition, candidates are also advised to contact the Malaysian Examination Board and JPN Operations Room hotlines throughout the country to obtain detailed information on the rescheduling of the examination. The ministry will continue to monitor the flood situation and preparations in terms of logistics, examination center readiness and invigilators to ensure that the rescheduling of the examination can be carried out smoothly and in an orderly manner.
Women play a crucial role in the global community and contributing to society in many fields. Now, Pujut Assemblyman Adam Yiu Sang said he is pleased to see women, specifically Orang Ulu women, serving as community leaders in their respective areas.
He said the presence of women in these leadership roles signify a positive development for women in rural areas, despite the current lack of opportunities for women.
Among some of our Orang Ulu communities, to some extent, our women has yet to be given the full opportunity to grow and develop to the full potential. For example, among the Kaladik and Bawang community, senior leadership positions in the community has traditionally always been assumed by women. It is only recently that women have been appointed to be senior community leaders, such as Penggulus and Pemantas.
Adam Yee said this in line with the goal of the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030 to create an inclusive society.
With equal opportunity to education, training, employment and business, I am very confident that our women will continue to rise and work alongside and together with our men to bring our state and nation to greater heights and success. Our state and nation will continue to have high hopes and confidence in our women.
He said this at the Persatuan Wanita Orang Ulu MUHYIDDIN in conjunction with International Women's Day on Thursday.
Malaysia needs a total of 44,804 assistant medical officers, or PPP, by 2025, as the country is expected to have 36 million population by that year. Now, Deputy Health Minister Lukanisman Awang Sauni said the number of PPPs in the country is currently 23,329, with the ratio of 1 per 1,400 compared to the population.
He said this in a speech during the inaugural ceremony of the 12th National Medical Assistant Day 2023 at the Ministry of Health (MOH) here today. Lukanisman further added that discussions have always been held by the Public Service Department and the Ministry of Finance to ensure that permanent staffing issues could be resolved within 3 to 5 years. In the meantime, he said the number of PPPS or medical assistants who have a degree is still small, which is less than 10%, and the MOH target is 75% of them to have a degree by 2030. Currently, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, University Sultan Zainal Abidin and University Terbuka Malaysia run special programs at the degree level for PPP.
At least 7 people were shot dead and several more were injured at a Jehovah's Witness center in the northern German city of Hamburg after a gunman opened fire. A German police spokesperson Holger Verren said an hour after the incident, police believe to have found a dead body that could be the perpetrator.
At the moment, we cannot give any specific information on this. We have no indications that a perpetrator is on the run, but rather indication that the perpetrator is possibly in the building, possibly even among the dead.
An eyewitness said that he saw bodies being taken away in black bags, and the police entered the building while emergency personnel ushered people away from the scene. Germany has been shaken by a number of shootings in the last few years, when in February 2020, a gunman with suspected far-right links shot dead 9 people, including migrants from Turkey, in the western town of Hanau before killing himself and his mother.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. More headlines anytime at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. And that's all the time we have for TVS News at 5. I'm Razi Ahmad. Thank you for watching.